This summer, we're looking at the effect of a mindfulness exercise in STEM classrooms on group work. We see in STEM classrooms that there's a differential experience for students, especially underrepresented and minority students and first-generation students. And one of the areas that we think that we as faculty members can play a huge role in improving this and making our STEM classrooms a lot more inclusive and welcoming to everybody is to look at the ways in which we use group work.
So I was approached by Rachel to join a research group the fall semester of 2017. And it was something I really thought about because as an education major and a science major, this both fit things I'm passionate about, and I've been able to experience group work within the classrooms, especially in the STEM fields such as chemistry and in my intro, human biology. And I think I haven't taken a biology course without group work, so this is something I feel like it's actually going to make a difference, and we can make a difference overall.
And so the questions that Charlie's looking at, or the responses that Charlie's looking at this summer, are in response to simple questions at the beginning and the end of every single class. In particular, we ask the students, what are they going to do to be an effective member of a group today? And then at the end of class, we ask them how that went, basically. And so we think of this as a mindfulness exercise because we're recognizing that, or we're asking students to recognize that they themselves have a role in how their group functions, and we're asking them to be aware of that as they come into the group and to then reflect on it as they leave the group.
So this whole summer, I began by reading over all the responses of the students that we chose. They're like pre and post surveys, questions that have been answered by the students. And I went over them the first time just to get a general idea of what was happening or what was said in these surveys. We were able to break it down to 3 categories: personal, classwork, and group work. And personal, it's like how their emotions are, how they're feeling about the day, anything that just involves the individual itself. Classwork is just anything that has to do with the classwork itself, like lectures, taking notes. And group work is the actual getting how the group is interacting with each other.
And then we'll ultimately get a graph that says we had this many of responses that were about group work, this many people talking about personal, and this many people talking about our classwork. And I think that this is a broader interest of mine, being a woman in STEM and having had my own experiences of being in difficult male-dominated spaces throughout my career, learning how to navigate that and thinking about the ways in which my experience has been shaped by negative experiences within the field, and thinking about how I want to, not only as a STEM educator, give students a really solid base of knowledge in STEM, but also to provide them with tools to navigate the spaces that they're going to be going through.